Hey guys, so we're back from the Mexican Riviera cruise and we had so much fun. Oh my god, so many stories to tell. So please stay tuned for those videos.
Yeah, and so many memories. It was my first cruise, so
Mm.
I can't wait to share that experience with
Stay
y'all.
tuned.
Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
So we are on day 2 of our cruise to the Mexican Riviera and we're probably somewhere like close to Mexico because we have another sea day tomorrow and then our first stop is Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah. And so while we're still at sea and, we're not out there exploring, we kind of just wanted to make a video to catch up. We haven't been posting, not even like one video a week or anything like that. It's been quite stale for some time. And so we kind of just wanted to clue you guys in on what's been going on with us, what has been keeping us busy, and it's really just so many things going on in our life in general.
Yeah, so like Lisa said, so life in general, just our jobs getting really busy and just, but I know like we just haven't really found time to really do more videos and just edit them and then upload them. So we would like to get back to doing that again.
Yeah, and so, when we first started YouTube a little earlier this year, we were doing twice a week uploads, and then we kind of tried to...
drained us. Yeah.
It drained us, but we then started trying to do once a week, and then just with kind of everything going on, it just was very overwhelming. And honestly, it's not so much of the filming, it's more of the editing.
Yeah, like we love filming. We love talking to the camera.
Yeah, it's really easy for us. I feel like it's almost natural, but when it comes to editing, it's like, oh my god, it's kind of like a painstaking process to filter through everything that we filmed and things like that. Cutting things, just everything. And so we hope that it's going to be a little bit better in the future moving forward.
Like we do want to bring more content to you guys who subscribe to us.
Yeah. So let's talk about what's been going on with us. Okay, so I would say the number one reason that has actually prevented and kept us from filming on like the weekends is number one, house hunting.
Like we do it, or we try to do it basically every Saturday and sometimes on Sunday as well, just checking out different communities. It's not even in Austin anymore because we are actually getting priced out of Austin, so Austin is getting really expensive, so we're either going south of Austin in, let's say, like Buda, Kyle, not so much San Marcos, but maybe we might get pushed.
Yeah, maybe we might get pushed there, and then also looking at North Austin and other surrounding areas. So that's kind of been taking up our time, and it's crazy because when we first started looking at houses, it was in December of 2020, and Kevin 2020, and Kevin had not yet moved to Austin, and so we were just kind of looking and browsing, but we weren't very serious at the time. And we're going back to some of those same communities that we visited in December of last year, and the prices for those homes have increased $75K upwards to like $150K. And so it just really sucks because the houses that we could have afforded and we felt like they were kind of up to par with our standards are now way over our budget. And so now we're having to look at, houses that are like a little bit older, and like for both of us, because we lead such busy lives, we would like something that's ideally move-in ready. We don't really want a fixer-upper. We just want to move in and say, this is what I like. This is where we're going to live for like the next few years.
And maybe what we should try doing is just like go find those guys from like the Property Brothers. Was it Drew and what's that other guy's name?
I think it's Scott.
Scott. What is it? I know it's Drew. One of the twins.
We watch a lot of. Well, I used to watch a lot of House Hunters when I lived at home. Yeah. My mom would also watch those shows.
A very quick spoiler about that is apparently, they look at 3 houses. It turns out they already made a choice. So it's just like they're breaking down the places again, but they already chose at the beginning. That's what I heard though. It might be like fake news. Who knows?
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, with that, because we like what we like, and to be honest, like, what's the saying? Like, our eyes are bigger than our stomachs. That's kind of
In
where
this
we're
case, our
at
wallet.
right now. Then, yeah, our wallet. But I think for me, it just sucks because it's like, oh man, like I could have definitely afforded this home like a year ago, and now it's
Yeah.
like we can't even afford it anymore. So it just really sucks in that aspect.
Yeah, because back then, like Lisa said, I didn't have a job in Austin, and my job at that time wasn't remote. Like in fact, for the old job, like they pushed everybody back to the office back in June of this year. So there was no way of trying to make that job permanently remote. And you know, if I came down to Austin without a job, without a full-time job, then I don't think we would get like approved for anything. Because the moment you say
Yeah.
you don't have a job, they're gonna say like, no.
But also it just would have been very stressful overall for us. And so because we like what we like things that are ready. We've kind of been looking at the new construction homes. We did look at like homes that like existing homes that were maybe built probably within the last 5 to 10 years. But what's crazy is that those prices are actually going for like new construction prices.
Yeah, and
So
then and you know, like if you want to submit an offer for those houses, you have to overbid. And like people
yeah.
are saying how they've lost out despite bidding like 50K over 75. And we even came across a new build community in which their process was to submit offers and stuff. And we just right from the get go, I know I didn't feel comfortable about that because we didn't want to. Because I might overbid by 20K, but then we might lose to someone overbidding by 50.
Yeah, and so we didn't want to deal with that type of process, which is why we were trying to opt for new construction. So hopefully there are opportunities for us. We were hoping to move within like the next 6 months, ideally before we had our formal wedding ceremony, and that would actually lead us to the second point. So you guys may know we are actually married.
Yeah.
However, we got married obviously during the pandemic, and so we're still wanting to have that big celebration with our close family and friends. So with that, we've still been trying to plan for our wedding. It's going to be in June 2022, and the wedding is actually in Dallas. And so although I'm from Dallas, we don't actually live there anymore. You know, we both live in Austin, so it's kind of been like a challenge to plan. And as far as like getting a planner, I've researched and looked into those. They cost like a couple thousands of dollars. And while we're trying to actually get a house right now, I don't really think it's feasible for us to get a planner for the wedding. Now, I think I still might opt for like a month of or day of planner for the wedding. However, for someone to plan it completely, a lot of the quotes I received were $3,000 plus. And so that's not an expense we can really have right now.
Yeah, especially house hunting.
Especially house hunting, but also everything that comes with the house. Like we would, you know, have to buy washer and dryer. We're gonna have to buy a fridge, and so you know, furniture as well. So you know, we're really trying to make all of this happen within the next 6 months.
I mean, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
crossed. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So, I would say the third thing that has also kept us from not filming has been both of our dental health.
So Lisa got an extraction.
I had to have all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed.
And I do have a video of that, like right post dental surgery.
We can include that.
We'll show you guys that.
So here's actually a clip of me post-surgery, and I was fully aware of everything going on. I couldn't talk because of the gauze in my mouth, but I actually was fully aware and awake after the procedure ended.
As you guys can see, Lisa just went through her procedure, and well, she can't really talk right now because of the pain. She's pointing at her mouth, so she's cheeky. So it's gonna be fun trying to interpret what she's trying to say. I think she was channeling Muhammad Ali or something. For like a butterfly sting, like a... Okay, we should be discharged in like 10 minutes, I think. Whereas I had to go through 2 root canals in a crown, and what's also kind of sad was that the endodontist that did my root canal, he actually passed away back in mid-September. So I was pretty sad when my dentist told me that, because I was just saying, yeah, hey, Dr. P, how much will a root canal be with, like, without insurance? Because I used up all the dental insurance, and he just said he passed away. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, so with that as well, like Kevin mentioned, I have to have all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed. And, a lot of people, they were saying, oh, why didn't you get it removed earlier? Well, I'm a very late developer. It didn't start coming in for a while. And for my procedure, the dentist did tell me like it was very risky, the oral surgeon, simply because my teeth were both impacted at the bottom for my wisdom teeth, and then they were also sitting on a nerve. So he told me that there's definitely a risk that I could like lose loss of like sensation or feeling in my mouth, and I was like, oh my god. But I really didn't have a choice. I had to do it eventually. It was just a matter of when, so I opted to do it. And hey, sorry guys, we were disconnected momentarily. I had to delete some stuff off of the memory card. But yeah, so with that being said, had to recover from having all of my wisdom teeth extracted. Tomorrow will make, I think, a month since I've had them out. So
she's good, Nazi.
I didn't want to do anything, and I was like hangry because I could barely eat, and
basically,
it just wasn't good.
So she was eating what? Applesauce, what was that? Those Jello, those vanilla and chocolate ones. I stole all the strawberry and I think lime and also orange Jellos. I love those. Got those from Sam's Club, and basically just she really couldn't eat anything solid. She couldn't use a straw. So anytime we got milk tea, she had to get it without pearls, and then
had to get it without pearls. Yeah, because you're not supposed to eat nuts, and for me, the boba was, I knew it was gonna be way too chewy for me to eat, and so anytime we got milk tea, I would have to wait until we get home to actually, pop open the lid, and I would just pour it into a cup and drink it as is. So I did that for about 3 weeks. They did say you could start using a straw after 2 weeks, but I just didn't feel comfortable.
She kept it safe.
I kept it really, really safe, and so yeah. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah, so was for my 2 root canals and 1 2 root canals, 1 crown, and basically 2 root canals for upper right molar. So this kind of went back like probably to earlier this year. I started sensing some discomfort on my right teeth, so that I kind of stopped chewing, and basically everything was on my left. And after the root canal, for like 2 weeks after, everything stopped being so sensitive. The right side was good, so now it's time for the left, because the dentist said like he's gonna try to rescue the tooth and avoid doing the root canal. So we did a crown, but then after he did all the work, took out all the cavities, my tooth was super sensitive. Because got a temporary crown, went back in 3 weeks, and the hygienist said, hey, let me go ahead and take off your temporary crown. Let me wash it real quick. It might be sensitive. Wonder what happened. The moment he blew like cold air, I went like this. That's how bad it was. That's how it was. The pain was unbearable. Like when I did that, he said, oh, okay, whoops. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And then after he inserted in the new crown, then I had to wait probably like a week or so. So now I'm back on chewing on both sides. So at one point I was chewing on my right side, and then the next minute on my left, and then now it's both. So good now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on with us lately. Oh, in addition to travel. So we are in the process of uploading like my footage from my trip to Greece. But with that, there's also been like some travel in between. So just kind of busy doing that too, on top of everything else.
Right now we're recording this video as we're traveling, as we have the beautiful Pacific Ocean behind us. So,
Yeah. And yeah, it's just traveling and commitments
yeah,
and
basically relaxation, because life does get busy, it gets stressful. So sometimes it's time to unwind just a bit.
so yeah, that's what's been going on with us, and we hope that we can definitely continue to keep you guys informed on what's been going on with us, our lives, and everything else in between.
And they're gonna continue to produce some awesome content and then share it with you guys.
Okay.
So don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Just leave any comment. Just ask us any questions, or what would you like to see next when it comes to videos, because we do read the comments.
Yeah. Okay. Until next time.
Bye bye. 谢谢收看，
Bye.
拜。